get out there banging away and rattle some windows, you know, young Jeremy, how you going?
Here we are at Bendigo today, where it's been a very chilly day and wet, but the races went on.
They did, Shona, and I see they're just coming into the yard for the last, but our day is done here.
Yes.
And yes, it's been very cold, snowing in Gordon, I believe.
Yeah, freezing.
And you must be feeling it after a romantic weekend up to the Gold Coast.
Oh yeah, it was so romantic.
With your mum and dad?
Yeah, it was great. Actually, I must say, I went to Salt Grill up there, Luke Mangan's restaurant, and it was absolutely delicious. So if you're on the Gold Coast, anyone on the Gold Coast, it's in the Hilton at Surface, and it is, I love steak, and it was the best steak I've ever had.
The best steak you've ever had?
It was delicious.
Well, Luke Mangan, I think you should buy a horse after that plug.
Yeah, definitely. Anyways, so we'll talk about the results for last week. So we had Lucky on Barefoot at Cranbourne, finished 5th.
Yeah, we went down to Cranbourne and had a look at Lucky on Barefoot. He put on a good race, ran 5th, and the rider got off and said better off back to 1400. 1600 he just travels a bit keen and then he can't finish off, so best we drop him back to 1400. So we'll bypass the Winter Championship, freshen him up and get him back to 7 furlongs and he'll be ready to go.
Yep, great. Then we went to Geelong on the Friday and we had Listo Gitano finish 3rd. Yeah,
his run was okay. I think the run was better than the ride. I'm not sure of which part of Please Be Midfield and Run On Late Brad didn't get, but he jumped out and went 6 in front and then the horse got run down. But I think it was his best run to date, and he's going to win one of those races in the next month.
Yeah, I think he's going back there in a couple of weeks' time, isn't he? Back to Geelong. So we also had Diorsibus finish 9th.
Yeah, 9th, you'd say, oh, that's disappointing, but look, he's a stayer, he's going to get over 2,000, and we're pretty impressed with the way he jumped out and travelled in, and then his last 200 was dreadful, but he had an excuse. He pulled up really shin sore and he's gone to the paddock for 6 weeks, and I think he's a nice horse, probably a year away.
Yeah, and that will help him mentally mature as well. He was a little bit immature mentally, as males can be.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and then we went Saturday to Seymour, where we had El Galgo.
Yes, well, I didn't go to Seymour to see El Galgo. That was the one I missed, but yeah, he ran his usual honest race and hit the line well to run 3rd, but he's probably pretty limited, and he's probably not a horse we'll hang on to for long.
Yeah. We had Chloe Anna at Morfettville. Disappointing
to go all the way to Adelaide, start short price favourite and run 5th. Probably a tactical error, I think. Had a 7th run for the prep to go all the way to Adelaide. She was obviously at the end of her preparation, raced flat, and I picked her up on Tuesday and she's in the paddock. So I think there's a lesson there. These horses that are late into their prep, maybe, you know, travelling them so far is not ideal.
Yeah. And then today at Bendigo, we've had Fantastic ran 3rd after a 49-week spell.
I know, it almost feels like Mick Kent knows what he's doing. No trial. It almost feels like Mick Kent might have a bit of a clue. I think it was a pretty good training effort. I'm not sure actually who's been training the horse, whether it's Mick or someone else, but no, he went super. The horse looked good, and yeah, he said he'd run a good race, and he did, and he might be one to follow, Shona.
It could be one to follow.
Very, very good run.
We might make it one to follow.
One to follow?
My one to follows last week were all scratched, so...
Still 0 for 0?
Yeah, I've got 2 seconds.
2 seconons, okay. Yeah. Well, he could be a very good one to follow. Right, Brian?
We also had Edge of War finish 6th here today.
Yeah, disappointing. Favourite, loomed into the race. I thought he looked a winner when he peeled out on the corner, but what did Brad say? When he went for him, he sunk.
Yeah, he sunk. It's very heavy out there. It's not the same heaviness as Sandown, Brad said. It's a different heavy.
Different heavy?
Yeah.
I reckon if I walked out there, my calves would sink.
Yeah, you'd be up to your knees.
It's wet.
Alright, so now we're going to talk about this week's runners.
Yep.
And first of all, we're going to go over to the UK.
Yeah, well, we start over there tomorrow night with the Princess of Wales, the Group 2 race. We've got the 2 horses engaged, Seismos and Dandino. I'm not really sure what's going to happen here. It depends on the weather. Both horses are in great order. Dandino got a big write-up in the paper for being one of the best workers at Newmarket on Saturday. So he's obviously back in great form. The bottom line is, if it's firm, Dandino will run. If it rains, Dandino won't run because he's not good on the wet. And we'll start Seismos. But I think if it's firm, Dandino runs, Seismos will go to France. Marco's pretty keen to get him into a 2,800 metre race. So Yeah, let's hope they can both win.
Yeah, he'll be fitter after his run, Dandino.
Oh, he's coming on a lot. He's coming a lot. Marco's really pleased with him, and I think we'll see the real Dandino back on the early hours of Friday morning.
Great. So stay tuned to Sky Racing World, hopefully.
Hopefully. No, it'll be definitely on.
Yeah. And on Thursday, we've got Hippodrome going around at Warrnambool.
Well, let's hope so.
At a heavy 25.
I've just spoke to Matty Williams down there at Warrnambool, and he said it's been raining all afternoon. We're taking some pre-trainers down, so I'll be going in the truck anyway, but if they're racing, I need to be down there by 12 and have them unloaded and be at the track. So yeah, Hippodrome.
And Clairvaux.
And Clairvaux, well, I don't know, Hippodrome heavy 10, heavy 15.
With a big horse like him.
Big heavy horse, I'm not sure. After watching Edge of Water Day, I'm not sure what to think with these horses on the wet tracks, but
he's his half-brother too, isn't it?
It is his half-brother,
Yeah.
different sort of horse, but he's in good form, and he'll probably run top 6, I suppose. What else can you say? Clairvaux loves it wet.
Yeah.
He loves it wet. His first up run here at Bendigo was super. He hit the line strong, so he's got a run under his belt, and he's probably our best chance tomorrow.
Yeah. And Saturday we're heading up to Darwin. We've got Lethal Arrow running around.
Yeah, interesting. So he's trained now by Dick Leach for the carnival, and well, I think we're just going to treat Saturday as a trial, so please don't put any money on him, just let him go around.
The trip took a little bit out of him apparently.
Yeah, he didn't eat for a couple of days, but he's back on his feed now, and yeah, we'll just kick him off on Saturday, and then I think second up, that'll be his go.
Yeah, perfect. And we've got Refill running around at Morfettville.
Yeah, just got a text through to say it's slow 7 in Adelaide. So that horse been by reset, they normally handle it. He's in good form. The track at Mildura was rock hard last time, so he only got beat at half a length, but they didn't really let down, so he's going to a soft track, so he won't know what's going on.
Yeah, he'll appreciate that.
But I think he's in good form, and I think he's going to be a good each way chance. And Darren, we wouldn't go all the way to Adelaide, surely, if he couldn't run in top 3.
Yeah, you would hope not.
I'd hope not.
Yeah. Sunday at Warwicknabeal, we've got Snitzel Rose going around with Maddie Williams.
Yeah, she's a nice filly. She's had a few issues early days. She started favourite at Warrnambool one day, and she ran a super race, and she pulled up a bit sore, and it took me quite a while at home to get her right, but she's really put on a lot of weight and matured out, and her trial the other day was super. At Casterton, I think it was, come from last and ran second, so we decided not to give her another trial, take her straight to the races while she's going well and in good condition, and I think she'll be certainly impressive at Warwicknabeal on Sunday.
Yep. And we may have Al Galgo going around on Sunday as well.
Yeah, we might back him up. Why not? You know, he's in good form, and he's taken no home from that run the other day. So yeah, he may well go around, and once again, you know, he'll be an each way chance.
Yeah. Then we're off to Mildura on Monday, where we'll have imaging.
Yeah, are you going to Mildura?
I believe not.
Not?
No.
Too far to ride the bike?
Yeah, it's not in my territory. I think that's yours.
That's my side of the state. Yeah, great. I don't think it's in Victoria, Mildura. It's a long way. Yeah, imaging. He's going well. Hopefully they've had a bit of rain and the track's, you know, got a bit of give in it. But I thought it from start 1 to start 2, his manners were just improved out of sight.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think that he goes there and he can just put them away on Monday.
Yeah.
He's a good horse. He's a good horse.
Okay, next up we've got Happy Highway, who's going around at Mildura.
Yeah, first up, Happy Highway's a good horse. She ran in the South Australian Oaks as a 3-year-old, and she's certainly come back and matured. She's been pre-trained by Christina Jeffries for us, and she's done a great job with this filly. Really impressed with the way she trialled earlier in the week at Burren Beat, just a nice easy trial, and Darren Weir was so happy with her, he said she's right to go to Mildura straight away, and 1300 first up. Hard to see her winning first up, but I think she'll run a hell of a race.
Yep, and Evans?
Evans is another filly that come from the same place, and she's a city winner, and she went off last start. She just had a bad prep, and we found she was a little bit sore in a couple of spots and spent a lot of time on her back and sacroiliac, and I think we've got her right. She's certainly bigger and stronger this time in, and if she races like she trialled at Burren Beat, I think we can order the photos now.
Oh, very good. Confidence.
Very much.
Wow.
No, it was a great trial, probably the best trial on Tuesday.
Put the house on it?
I'd put any house on it.
How many?
Not mine.
Tuesday at Geelong we might have Arizona Girl go around, but she also might be going around at Seymour on Thursday, so stay tuned for that one.
She's a nice filly ready to win, I reckon, and personally I hope she doesn't go to Geelong. I'd like to see her on the grass somewhere, but yeah, I think she's a quality horse.
Yeah. And then Wednesday at Cranbourne, General Lamore.
Looking forward to seeing this horse go around. It'll be wet, he loves it, and once again this horse is in great form, and I'm just looking forward to seeing him go to the races.
Great.
Is that it?
Yes.
Who's your best for the week?
My one to follow.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've covered that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
And for the punters who want to have a bet this week, who would you be tipping them into?
Probably refill, I reckon.
Refill. All right. Well, I'll go with evens on Monday at Mildura.
Right.
Let's see what the score is next Wednesday.
Yeah, but you're going to a weaker race.
It's hard to win a race anywhere,
Yeah, true.
as we know.
Anything more to add? How's the Darwin numbers looking?
Darwin's looking pretty good, especially after today when it's 5 degrees here and 30 degrees and sunny up there. So I think the colder it gets in Victoria, the more people will want to join us in Darwin. So we're flying in on the Thursday before the Cup. I think it's the 31st of July on the Thursday, and then we'll leave on the Tuesday. So we've got that harbour cruise on the Friday night, and we'll be at the races on the Saturday and the Monday. And then on the Sunday we normally go and find a nice pub somewhere. So.
And if you intend on coming up and you're going to go on the cruise, you need to RSVP.
Got to let me know.
Yep.
The boat only holds 150, and I think at the stage after sending out that update 2 days ago, we've got about 60.
Fantastic.
It normally does fill up, but it's a great night. So anyway, if you come to Darwin, give us a yell and let us know, and you can bring as many friends and family or people you meet down the street, whatever you want to do. So
Beauty.
it's always good fun.
All right.
That's it for this week.
Yeah, that's it.
Over and out.
Easy. Good luck.
All the best. Cheers.